Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Remi's Forgotten Tales. And we have the wrong overlay here, so I'm just going to quickly change that. There we go. Alright, so the town of Greenest is saved, and the party is about to deal with some unfinished business and clean up anything that is left remaining. Without further ado, I shall jump into Discord and we shall begin today's adventure.
Means if someone is an enemy to you. Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Hello!
How are you doing?
Well, we're good. And today, everyone, we have a special guest. We have...
I'm going to introduce her during the
lovely.
opening.
Well, I'll hand it over to you, Remi. The floor is yours.
Yep. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another session of the secondary D&D campaign on Dungeons & Dragons. I am your DM for the session, Remi, Remster, Rem, or if you're feeling formal, Remington. With me, I have Dale, who plays...
Well, we shall see.
Know who he's playing at the moment.
After last session.
Yes. We have Kitty, who plays... D&D campaign
Namia.
on Dungeons & Dragons. Namia, the Goliath fighter. We have M2, who plays...
I play Stumbles, the Tabaxi Shadow Monk now. Hooray for level 3, because I actually lived long enough to do that.
The world's best, most deadliest feline.
And today we have a special guest. We have Shari, who will be playing...
I play Thea Nyler, who's a wood elf monk.
Yes. For today we have another monk, a wood elf monk, joining us for this session, but she will be introduced properly later. So how is everyone today?
Lovely, can't complain.
Who's echoing?
I
I think it's Dale.
shouldn't be. I have my headphones on. Am I echoing?
No?
No.
Yeah.
I can hear a slight echo, but it's not that loud.
Huh. Wonder why I'm echoing. I'll turn the noise suppression on.
Pardon.
I was using my mic. There we go. That should help.
Okay. Yep, that helped.
Yeah.
If there's any problems, we'll let you know.
Yeah, Sharon's joining us today by way of our lovely Patreon courtesy pack. Well, I believe that's the Bobbitt's Secret Friend pack.
Yep.
Yes.
Which, so anyone who else would like to join us at some point, feel free to check out Patreon. And this could also be you at some point in the future.
Yes.
Indeed it may. So, is everybody ready to begin?
Yes, we're very much ready.
Yep.
You?
Okay. I would now like to take a short minute to issue a disclaimer. We here at Dungeons & Dragons do not support violence, drug abuse, racism, lying, cheating, or stealing. Even though some of these things may happen frequently throughout this campaign, this is a fantasy setting, and what happens during these sessions has no effect on our real lives. Thank you, and please remember to look after each other.
And
Now, without
perhaps...
further ado,
Well,
let's get into the next session of The Forgotten Tales.
Lovely. But before we begin, perhaps a little secondary disclaimer that today's session we are making a conscious effort to perhaps make our content a little more family friendly, as of course we do have a child playing with us today.
So, while I will inevitably slip up a little bit, I will be doing my hardest to not do my normal Escobert the Red impression.
Yes.
And anybody who has joined us before knows just how profane that is.
We promised M2 we wouldn't traumatize his niece, so...
So yes, today will be a little bit toned down. Now, last session, you guys started off after having just beaten the search party that was searching for the secret entrance into the keep. You travelled to the temple and had a very brief fight where you took out all of the rear guards of the temple. I think it was in just the surprise round, I believe.
Yes, we somehow pulled that off.
Yes, somehow pulled that off miraculously. You avoided the group of enemies that was trying to break down the front doors, and avoided the large group of enemies that was patrolling around the outside of the temple. You convinced the townsfolk and the priests in the temple to leave and follow the stream to the secret entrance to the temple, to the keep. And after a small amount of convincing from stumbles, you decided not to fight the enemies that were trying to break into the temple. You then made your way back to the keep, and that is really loud echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Dale, unfortunately.
Oh, what the? Why am I echoing when I've got my usual headphones here? Give me a sec.
Yeah. This in our pre-show warm-up.
How are we doing now? Let me turn on, make sure everything is echo cancellation on.
Yep, no echo.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, my new computer really hates me. The headphone jack is not accepting the plug as it should be, so yeah. Bear with me. If you notice anything, let me know, and a quick jiggle of the plug should fix it.
Yep, no problem. Okay, so yes, you left the temple, made your way back to the keep, and you managed to have another rest, wherein you were disturbed at the end of it by a dragon attacking the keep.
Yes.
Instead of trying to fight the dragon, you guys actually tried to use diplomacy, which nearly got Revane killed, which turned out to be a foreshadowing of the future, honestly.
Yes.
But you did successfully not convince the dragon to leave, but made him believe that it really wasn't worth his time trying to destroy this keep. Then you agreed to help take back the mill, where it looked like raiders were trying to burn the mill down. Therein you encountered a trap set for you guys and handily beat the enemy back before reinforcements arrived to hold the mill. After that, you headed back to the keep, had another rest, and at the end of that rest, coincidentally at that time, a blue half-dragon appeared at the front gates with a complement of 16 kobolds with 4 prisoners.
Yes.
The half-dragon turned out to be Langdedrosa Cyanrath, a being from Revane's past, who demanded a one-on-one duel, and if said duel was met, then the prisoners would be released no matter the outcome of the duel. Driven into a quiet, cold rage, Revane said goodbye to the group and went out himself to fight the half-dragon, without even giving anyone really a chance to argue. During that fight, he put up a very good fight, doing a lot better than I think anyone might have been expected.
Especially for a wizard.
But, unfortunately, one good swing from Cyan Wrath did knock Ravain unconscious. And after knocking Ravain unconscious, Cyan Wrath stabbed Ravain in the chest, which caused Ravain to die due to some very, very bad luck with the death rolls.
Yes.
Death saving rolls.
I bled out on the floor of a castle courtyard. Not the most dignified way to go.
No, it was not.
You died with honor, it's fine.
As Ravain lay there dying, Cyan Wrath steps up to him and he says, so that only Ravain may hear, "You were so close, little knife. Only a little further and you would have found her. However, you gave me a good fight. We will meet again, you and I. I feel it in my bones." And with that, he leaves the great sword embedded in your chest, pinning you to the ground. He makes a hand signal to the kobolds, who release the prisoners, and then the kobolds and Cyan Wrath disappear back into the early morning dusk. Dawn. And at this scene, we see Ravain laying in the middle of the road out the front of the keep with a great sword sticking out of his chest. And the rest of you, Narmia, Linan, and Stumbles, along with all the guards, Governor Nighthill, and Escobert the Red, are standing on the battlements, staring out over what has just happened. What do you do?
Can I jump down from where I am?
You could climb down quite quickly. If you were to jump, you would take 2d6 falling damage.
But yeah, let's not do that. We don't need anyone else dying because that would suck. We climb down and I suppose retrieve him, or at least try and see if we can get him to a...
So you go up to his body?
Yeah.
Could you please make a perception check?
What are we at with perception nowadays? What would a 12 get me?
12. You see that the great sword that was stabbed through Ravain's chest has now actually changed shape into just a simple steel pole sticking out of his chest. However, you also see that there is a diamond attached to the very end of the pole, and it is glowing slightly. Would you like to take a closer look, or would you like to just yank it out, or what would you like to do?
Hold on to it for now, and then check it later once we've done something with Ravain.
So you would like to just pull it out?
Shit, I should probably check it first before just in case.
Okay, roll an investigation check then.
That's gonna be interesting. It's another 12.
12. You notice that the diamond is slowly disintegrating, although the glow of the diamond is not dissipating. It's staying the same brightness, no matter how much of it disintegrates away. And you look at Ravain's body, and it seems that a couple of the scratches from earlier in the day have healed over.
Okay, can I check to see if he's breathing?
At the moment, Ravain is not breathing just yet. He's not breathing.
But this thing is is healing him.
It looks that way at the moment, yes.
Would Namia already know this about Ravain, seeing as we're already traveling together?
No, because this is not a Ravain ability.
Oh, okay.
2 seconds, sorry, I have a dog on my lap.
Yay, hi Missy.
She says hello.
Aww.
But no, this is not a Ravain ability.
Okay. I guess I should go down there.
While
Hey,
Namia
you
is
are,
coming
that's
down, while Namia is coming to you, Stumbles, do you do anything?
I mean, on one hand, I want to pull the pole out, but at the same time, like, is anything else healing on him if I leave it in?
Play another perception check for me.
Slowly improving. That's a 13 this time.
It's a 13. As you watch, and as the diamond continues to crumble away, more of Ravain's wounds heal, but he still has the big, great sword stab wound in his chest.
But the diamond itself is healing him, but it's also attached to the end of the pole that's in him, correct?
Yes.
Could we just put the diamond on him?
Is that what you want to try and do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like removing if this thing's attached to the diamond to the pole and taking the pole out is gonna stop whatever it's doing.
Maybe we should just wait and see if he wakes up so he can sort it out himself.
Yeah, wait and see what happens once it's fully disintegrated, and then I'll decide what to do with the pole.
Okay. See, can you please stop it? I will put you outside even though it's raining. Okay. 5, you stop and wait. And Namia joins you, and you explain what has been happening.
Is anyone else getting like the healer or anything, or what's happening with that?
Linan has joined you, and Governor Nighthill has gone to fetch the priest.
Okay.
But they're not there just yet.
Can I slap Ravain?
Sure.
I'm gonna slap Ravain. Wake up! Puny
Nothing,
drow.
nothing happens because Ravain is dead. So, 5 minutes pass.
You're lucky Ravain is dead.
I was gonna say, is this a custom of your lands for most of your wounds to heal over after you die?
No.
Interesting.
So some time passes, and eventually you see that the big wound in his chest starts to heal. By this time, Governor Nighthill and the priest have turned up with a group of guards who have made a circle around you guys, making sure that no one sneaks up. The high priest seems flabbergasted. He doesn't know what's happening, but the body seems to be healing, so he's loath to try anything. Are you guys doing anything, or are you still waiting?
I'd still just wait to see what happens. Like I said, let this thing fully disintegrate and then do something.
Okay.
But what if it fully disintegrates and there's still a giant hole in his chest?
What if we pull it out now and there's still a giant hole in his chest?
Either way, there's still going to be...
More time passes and more of the diamond disintegrates. I should have specified, it's a very large diamond.
Okay.
More of the diamond disintegrates and all of his wounds are healed except for this gash in his chest, which is slowly closing up. And eventually, the pole that's stuck vertically in his chest starts to rise.
Okay,
As
good thing we didn't touch it.
As if it's being pushed out of the body.
Okay.
And then eventually the last of the diamond runs out. And just as the last tiny bit of the diamond runs out, the last of the wounds heal on Ravain's body, and there's a flash of light from the pommel of this pole. And Ravain wakes up with a gasp, and the pole falls to the ground.
I sit bolt upright and I look around, and my mouth twists in anger, and I look furiously around, and I say, Where is he?
He's been gone quite a while. You have been dead this entire time. So, welcome back.
Yeah, you've been dead for like 20 minutes.
It's not often I kill something dies and while I'm watching and it comes back. This is new.
Someone healed me. I didn't think there was any priest in this small village who could cast that caliber of magic.
Actually, this may upset you to hear, but it seems your enemy was not quite finished with you just yet.
Ravain loudly scoffs, and then he climbs to his feet, flexes his arms as if trying to make sure that his body still works, and then he says, Is this some kind of sick idea of honor?
No.
At this point, Stumbles is still crouching and just staring very intently at where he was originally stabbed, ridiculously close, just inspecting the area.
I look down and I see it, and I touch that area and feel that it's healed, and I say, well...
You are left with absolutely no scars whatsoever from any damage that has been taken in the last week.
I look down at it, astounded, and then I look up at Stumbles and Namia, and I say, well...
Namia is very confused by this.
It sounds like nothing I have ever heard of. And reviving an enemy that you've triumphed over, it's not exactly what I would say is the most efficient course of action, but I can remember it. I can remember seeing the blistering sun of Avernus, the river Styx, and then being beckoned back.
As you're describing this, the pole is still just laying on the ground. If anybody would like to look at it.
Go on, Stumbles. Go inspect the pole.
I'd like to point out I have a +0 for investigation, but I could still try if nothing else.
I think I'm on a minus.
Looking at this, you've just seen it revive someone. It may not be best for mundane investigations.
If you tell me it's what revived me, I could do an Arcana check on it.
The priest.
I was going to say, how about we let the wizard have a look-see?
A gesture towards the pole that Stumbles is looking at, and I ask, this is the instrument.
Yes, it did have a very large diamond at the top, but it was destroyed when it healed you.
I wordlessly pick it up and examine it, and I shall make an Arcana check.
Yep.
So that will be...
I believe that's my line, but yes.
Taking away his line.
The problem with having a forever DM being a
yes,
player.
playing.
You get to do your bit on Thursday. Wait your turn.
Yeah, I've been DMing since I was 12 years old. This is one of the very only times I've played. That would be a 17.
Okay. You have only heard of this item once or twice in obscure books that have been left behind by the cult whenever you have investigated where the cult has been. This is a... I just realised I didn't come up with a name for this. That's the thing that I forgot.
Yeah, that's the thing you forgot.
That's the thing that I forgot. This is
does that mean Ravain gets to name it?
Might as well.
Once I've described it, yes, you may name it. Okay, this item, when it is attuned to someone and has a diamond attached to it, attached to the pommel, which has an intricate steel cage. The diamond must be worth 150 gold, but when a diamond is attached to it, when attuned to someone, it will form one weapon of their choice and stay that form while attuned. And as soon as someone unattunes that weapon, it will turn back into just a simple pole.
Ah, so it was a great sword in his hands.
Yes. It cannot be reattuned by someone who has unattuned it.
Aha, and
So
I
basically,
presume...
Like, gave it to him.
Yeah, or he
Yeah,
forgot...
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, he left it there... Oh, and one more thing, sorry. When this weapon has the diamond attached to it, it has an extra ability where if it is left impaled in the person it has killed, it will revive that person, but consume the diamond.
So he's just got to find a new diamond to use it.
Yes, but it will also unattune it from the person who was attuned.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I don't know if I've explained that in a way that makes sense.
It makes sense to
Yep.
me.
It makes sense to me, and pondering this, I think I may one day find a use for it. At the very least, in Ravain's twisted mind, he envisions a situation where, intending to trick someone into believing he is dead, he impales himself with the pole. And so I shall name it the Pole of Fake Death.
That'll work. I will write up the stats for it after this session and post it for everyone to have. So yeah, you now have a Pole of Fake Death.
Yes. And I'll probably attune to it at the next opportunity, I guess.
Yep.
Because it is a magical
Okay.
weapon, and even though it provides no bonuses, it's still a magical weapon, which would be very handy if we run into, a ghost or something.
Yes.
Well, write it on your thing.
Yep.
It is a rare magical weapon. I forgot to say that at the start.
Ooh,
Rare
yeah.
magical weapon.
But as a free revive is definitely an idea.
Well, only if it's impaled into me when I go down.
Yeah, true that.
And it will only heal the person that it kills. So if
Yes.
Stumbles were to die, you can't stab Stumbles
Yeah.
and have it heal him.
But if Stumbles is bleeding out on the verge of death, and I impale him,
Yep.
That would work, but it would then unattune it to you.
yes.
Yes.
And-
so it would be a last resort.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Stumbles is nice enough. I'm sure I could just ask for it back once he wakes up.
You can't attune to it again, can you?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to attune to
Ah,
it again, so it would
yes.
just be a pole
Very well.
at
Yes.
that point. Yeah. And this is a rare weapon because they are forged solely for Cyan Wrath to use.
Oh.
Well, if it's
It does not allow
rare,
them to be forged.
if it's
He
rare,
has a few of them. That's why they're rare.
yeah. I was gonna say if it's rare, could it have a +1 bonus?
No, I believe the reviving and
Yeah, it's
changing
probably-
to whatever shape
Yep.
that you want.
That would probably
That kind
very well.
Yeah.
Well, it's a magic
Okay.
scimitar.
Okay.
So yes, Ravain, you wake up, you guys all have this discussion while Governor Nighthill and the priest just stare on agape. And Governor Nighthill comes forward and goes, well, this is all very fortuitous, but can we maybe discuss this inside the walls of the keep?
I just gesture for him to lead the way.
He leads you back into the keep and tells Escobert to get all the guards back to their stations and the ones that were resting to help with the removal of the ash pile of the... Oh no, that would have already been done. To go back to resting before the next round of duties. And he turns to you as Escobert rushes off and goes... And turns to Ravain specifically and goes, I can't thank you enough for taking it upon yourself to duel that beast.
I just look at him and I say, well, some good came of it, but I assure you it was personal. And that is all.
Yes. Well, nonetheless, you got back Bert's wife and family safely, and he gestures towards a guard who is currently leading the woman and 2 children towards the guardhouse, presumably to catch up with them and find out what happened. And for that, I would very much like to say that we are in your debt, and I offer you these 2 healing potions as thank you.
I take them and I say, well, I shall take solace in the fact that at the very least I prevented someone else from having their lover's blood on their hands tonight.
Yes. Well, it is still early morning, and the lookouts on top of the keep are telling me that all the raiders seem to be leaving, or at least staying away from the keep. We do have guest rooms on the 2nd floor of the keep. You may use those to rest up, and I believe in about 4 or 5 hours someone will come to wake you and we will discuss what is to happen next.
Very well then, and without a further word, I just walk past everyone, and head to the rooms that were indicated.
Okay.
So really you guys always goes down for maintenance when we do this.
You guys get a 4-hour rest, as it was about 4:30, so now it's about 8:30 in the morning when you wake up. You find food in each of your rooms so that you can eat. Surprisingly, the keep did have a room big enough for a Goliath. It was quite amazing.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So you get up, and you make your way down to the keep, to the main hall where Governor Nighthill is currently sitting, having a very meager breakfast. It seems to be the first time he's sat down in a very long time. And he goes, I'm so glad you could join me now. I believe we have a few things to discuss. Would you like some seats? And he offers you to sit down at the table.
Just wordlessly sit down and begin rolling a tobacco stick.
Stumbles, there is a big fire in the hearth, if you would like to go to the fire instead.
Yeah. I'm just going to go curl up and meditate by the fire for a little bit, just thinking about everything that's happened in the last couple of hours.
Yes. As you take your seats, you notice that Linan is not with you, but that's not that much of a big issue. You don't really think twice about it. And he goes, first things first, I believe last night there was a discussion of payment for the protection of the Xantaran.
Yes, I look up payment, immediately.
If they stumble his ears while his eyes are closed, immediately perk up when someone mentions that.
I believe you said that it was 50 gold or a minor common magical item. Is that correct?
Indeed. I take a puff of my cigarette and just blow smoke all over the table.
Well, I went through the treasury and I figured I tried to find something that would be useful for you, and I figure at this time something would be more useful to you would be these. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out 2 stones. These are common enough that everyone who sees the stones anyway, knows that these are sending stones.
I
And
smile. And I take them and I say, yes, sending stones. Not quite what I had in mind, but shall suffice.
Good. As it is right now, with most of the wealth gone, it turns out that the tax collection was due in 2 days' time, so the treasury was a bit bare at the time. So having these items was fortuitous that we could use them as payment for you.
I take one of the sending stones and I look towards Stumbles and I say, "One for you, Feline," and toss it to him.
Without opening my eyes, just grab it in midair and put it back in my pocket.
He then goes, now to the second piece of business. I would like to hire you to find the camp of these raiders and find a few things out for me. I am willing to offer 250 gold pieces per person.
That will suffice.
Once the treasury has been restocked.
Very well. I do not speak for my companions, but I accept. Give us the details of this task.
Oh, it's not the first time that Nami has been a mercenary, after all.
That's correct.
My blade goes where it pleases. Since the last few hours of meeting you has been probably the most excitement I've had in my life, so I think I will stick around for a little while longer.
I'm not super excited about working with Ms. Zantaran, though. But I shall. I'm watching you.
I know not of the Zantaran, so this is all fun and games for me.
Night Hill then goes, well, now that you've accepted, this is what I would like to know. I would like to know where the camp exactly is located. How many raiders are at this camp? Who their leaders are? What's motivating these attacks? And where they plan to strike next. It would be an added bonus if you could recover some of the treasure that has been taken, but I would not mind if you came back with information so that we could plan a more organized retrieval of the treasure.
Very well.
Alrighty.
Simple reconnaissance efforts then.
For some reason, I do not think it would be anything simple about it. These attacks last night have proven that this organization has more resources at hand than was originally thought in the local rumors.
What do you think, Feline and Namia?
I already accepted, so I'm good.
Well, we have
By me.
a
My
rough
usual-
idea. It's not your usual, not your
My
usual.
usual standards, but I am happy to start with that at least.
Oh, good.
Know the
I
enemy and all that.
stand up and I eagerly clap my hands together. I, for one, am quite eager to get started, and we have a rough idea of where to look as well.
Well, that is good to hear. Before you leave, visit the armory. I have told them that you are to be stocked with up to 20 arrows or bolts each, as you may need them. Any supplies such as that, we will supply you with, if possible.
I'm just thinking of the 18 scimitars I'm carrying in my bag and just say, I think I will make do.
Yeah, I've still got 17 crossbow bolts.
I do have about 19 arrows. I know I didn't say that on the
Wait, can we only...
sheet, but
You can have more than 20, but he has said that you are to be restocked up to 20 if you need it.
So he'll only restock us up to where we have
up to 20. Yeah.
So if you have 17, he will let you take 3 from the armory.
Okay, fine.
So this was just in case you'd used a lot, or had none and wanted to grab some.
Well, I may as well grab some now.
Yep. Well, you'll have the chance to in just a second.
Yeah.
And he goes, well then, I do not want to keep you. It would be best to head out immediately, as I would assume that they're still traveling back to camp. They might be easy to follow.
Okie dokie.
So, do you guys leave the keep?
I'm ready to leave.
Yes, I'm prepared to go.
Yep.
If we don't need any supplies, it's best to not waste time.
Do they have any healing stuff?
No, you won't be able to get any healing stuff, unfortunately.
That's alright.
Okay.
I'll just get the bolts.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you walk out of the main building of the keep, you are first approached by Linan, who sheepishly informs you that the excitement of the night was too much for her, and she would much rather stay a local cleric of the town, and adventuring is definitely not on the table for her. However, she was talking to one of her friends from the priesthood in the 4 hours that you were resting up. And her friend expressed great desire to join you. She said, and she goes, my friend, well, she's over there saying goodbye to her father. She's quite a confident girl, really. Please be nice to her. She's probably one of the few friends that I've got here, and she recently has taken quite a liking to the idea of going adventuring. I'm sure once she has said goodbye to her father, she will come and ask you if she can join. But I just wanted to come say farewell, and thank you for keeping me alive and helping with the defense of the town last night.
No problem, my lady.
You look over to where Linan gestured, and you see a short, stocky dwarf woman with long red hair and dressed in chainmail, saying goodbye to Escobert the Red. And it seems that this hard, unflappable, curse-ridden dwarf can't contain his sadness and is crying like a blubbering baby as he says goodbye to his daughter.
Aww.
And
So he
eventually this youngish looking dwarf walks over and goes, hello, I'm Amber Earthstriker, and I'll be joining you on your adventure if you'll have me.
Okay.
Well, if you prove to be more effective than the previous cleric, then come aboard.
Oh, well, I don't know that Linan was ineffective. You were still alive by the time you got here and took on that half-dragon, but I'll do my best. I feel like I should explain, though, why I'm so excited to come with you, as I'm not actually a cleric of Shantae. I'm a cleric of Moradin. And 2 weeks ago I got a vision from Moradin. And he told me that I should definitely take the next opportunity to go adventuring before I need to go settle down. And here you are, and it looks like you're that opportunity.
I was going to say, I look over to her and quietly say in Dwarvish, because yes, Stumbles can speak Dwarvish. The gods work in mysterious ways, do they not?
She looks at you and in Dwarvish goes, "Oh, it seems that they do."
Smile and wink at it.
May I make a religion check to determine if I know that Moradin is a reasonably uncommon deity to worship in this area?
I want to crouch down and say hello to the dwarf.
Okay, Namia crouches down and says hello. And yes, you may roll a religion to see if Moradin is prevalent around this area.
I got a 13.
You know that...
I'll be back, sorry.
No problem.
Yep.
In this area, there's not a lot of dwarves. In fact, it's unusual to see Escobert here, let alone a cleric of Moradin.
Turn to her.
However, it is not unheard of for dwarves to have left the hills or the mountains to make a life elsewhere.
I turn to her and I say, a cleric of Moradin is a rare commodity in this area. Mind telling me where you're actually from?
Well, I'm actually from... give me a second, I do have this written down. Originally, I was actually from the Stormhorns. But, we were forced to leave... Well, not forced to leave, Well, I guess you could say we were forced to leave. I'm not too sure fully on what the reason was, but, at an early age, I had to leave with my father. And, we travelled for a while, and then father got the job as the Castellan here. And we've been here for the last 50 years.
I just smile at her and I say, sounds as believable as I suppose it should be. Forgive me for prying. After recent events, I'm perhaps a little bit more suspicious of who I work with.
Fair enough. I can understand that. So, will you have me along then?
I just gesture towards Stumbles and Namia, leaving it up to them.
I would not say no to healing on the battlefield.
Hi, yes, well, I must say I am a life domain cleric, so I feel like healing is my specialty.
But I'd rather not be with her father if we said no.
I'd rather
you
not
just
have
have
to
to
deal
keep
with
up
her
with it.
father if she perishes along the journey.
We'll come to that if need be.
Okay. After you agree to bring Amber along, and she joins immediately as she was packed and ready and everything for this, being overly confident that you would agree, you make it another 3 steps when a tallish Wood elf with short blue hair approaches you.
Oh, by Bane! What now?
Hello?
Are you there, Shari?
Yep, she is.
Would you like to ask for help based on what I sent you before?
Okay, just look at that for a second.
No problem.
So,
Trying to figure out what to ask based on what's sent, because it says what's happened after they come with me, but not exactly what I ask.
Okay, I'll say it and then you can fill it in when I say it. So this wood elf comes up to you in quite a panic and goes to you. The llamas, they're gone. You're the ones that helped all night, so I need your help. The cultists, they took the llamas.
Ravain frowns, and then his lips twisted to something of an amused smile, and he says, The llamas were taken. What say you, Mr. Feline?
Out of these llama creatures, that is the what is a llama?
I smile, and I say, Very well, girl, tell us of your plight, and what you wish for us to do.
I'm just messaging her now with what she could say if she would like to. Did you get that, Shari?
Yeah, I'm just reading it now.
Yep, no problem.
Okay. Well, I'm the shepherd, and maybe I could come with you guys to help get back all the llamas from the people who took it.
That would depend. It's very dangerous where you're going. Do you happen to know who took them? I assume they would be the same people that were attacking last night, would they not?
Yeah.
Well, then it seems we have ourselves a common enemy.
I look her up and down, and I just ask, Can you defend yourself?
I have some training from the local monk. I can do pretty well in a fight.
One after your own kind, Mr. Feline. Very well, we have a common enemy. I shall not say no to an extra pair of hands.
Interesting.
No. It seems. Would you like to introduce your name to the group, as they currently don't know your name?
Yes.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what is your name?
My name's Thea Nailu.
It's so good to meet you, Miss Naidu.
I am Ravain. This is Stumbles and Narmia. Provided your llamas have not been taken too far, we shall assist you to the best of our ability.
Thank you.
And with that, it seems that Thea joins you for the time being, and you take another 2 steps before a young man walks up to you, limping heavily on a bandaged left leg. I hear that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but in this condition I'd slow you down. In the midst of all this tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, Leozen Erlantha, but it's important you know. He is a monk from Burdusk. He disappeared last night after we fought a particularly savage battle against raiders. A few others and I fought our way to the keep. Barely. Leozen didn't make it at all. We went back this morning to look for him, but all we found was his broken staff and this choker which he always wore. And, I would like to ask your eternal kindness to, see if you could fetch him or find him and save him, on your way to the camp.
Well, I'm not optimistic about his chances of survival, but we shall keep an eye out.
Well, he was one of the better of us. He has been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. Pardon me. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. I doubt that he will have been killed immediately, as he knows a lot, and I imagine they want to find out what he knows. When you find their camp, please look for any sign that he's there. One of my brothers has already departed for Burdusk to help bring back help, but it will be many days before help arrives, and anything you could do before then would be a godsend.
It seems our mission has become far more than just a simple reconnaissance. Interesting. And I suppose we could at least keep an eye out for him and see what we find.
Oh, thank you. That would be a massive relief that something is actively getting done. While we wait for the help from Burdusk to arrive.
And if it's one thing we seem to have a knack for in these last few hours, it's being active.
Very well. Reconnaissance on an enemy camp, searching for llamas, and trying to find an old man. It's almost as if I'm back in the Zentarum, doing busy work.
I suppose it's better than doing nothing.
Lead on!
If you find him, please tell him that Nassim Waladra sent you to find him. It might make him see sense and come back if he did not go unwillingly. And with that, he hobbles over to a bench and basically collapses onto it from exhaustion.
Stumbles takes 2 steps very briefly, looks around to make sure no one else decides to pop out of nowhere and goes,
Well, it seems the coast is clear. Should we try to actually get to move on now?
Take 2 more steps and nothing happens.
Thank Bane. We're free to leave this village.
Swearing in 3 different languages or whatever.
Okay.
I thought that the gods had deigned to trap us in this village for all eternity. Please, Mr. Feline, lead us onwards to the open road.
Okay.
I have returned.
Hey, hopefully you're okay.
Yeah.
So, Namia, Stumbles, Ravane, Thea, Nalo, and Amber all head off. Could someone please do an investigate check to see if you can see what way everyone left town?
I'll get a +3 on it if I do it.
Yeah, I'd say Ravine.
D20 +3. A 4, unfortunately, and it was a nat 1.
You got a nat 1.
Yep.
Wasn't expecting that.
Both to try.
Yep, sure. As you try, I'll read out what Ravine got.
Does it have to be investigation? Could be like survival to see if I can see any tracks or anything?
Look, honestly, it's a really low DC.
Fine.
Ravine just managed to get the lowest possible.
Wow.
Ravine looks around town and can't see anywhere that the enemy might have left en masse. He's still a little bit rattled from being killed.
It's ineffective being basically killed. Well, Stumble's luck kicked in and that was a nat 20.
You can tell that across the pathlands to the east, there is a wide swath of grass trampled down basically flat. It is a very wide swath. It's about 50, 60 feet wide. And it travels in basically a straight line east.
I believe we will track our adversaries through this way.
Yep. If anyone would like to, you can do a perception check to try and discern any more details.
I could do that. That's going to be a 22.
22. Okay. You look at the tracks that are just faintly visible underneath the grass, and you notice that all the tracks heading into town are only faintly pressed into the ground. But on the way back, a lot of them are deeper into the mud as they head east.
Interesting. I suppose we best try our luck this way.
Shari notices that there are some llama footprints mixed in amongst the tracks.
Yes, I'd probably be looking at them having absolutely no idea. Still don't know what a llama is.
Not
I noticed.
Thea.
Yeah, I noticed her staring at something. As I'm still a bit rattled from my experience. I can't quite make out the tracks in the dirt, and I just look over to her and I say, "Found something interesting, have you?"
Are you there, Shari?
Yeah.
I just realised I'm not actually sharing screen.
Ah, well.
Not that it's changed much, but it's literally just showing where you are in the town.
Ah, well, that'll help.
So do you want to tell Ravine what you've found in the ground?
Okay.
Did you hear what I told you saw in the ground?
Llama tracks.
Yeah. I think there might be llama tracks in the ground.
I come over and I look at them, and as when she points them out, I am able to see them, and I say, "I think you may be right. Your llamas have almost certainly gone this way. The question is, were they taken this way, or did they simply wander off?" Well, I feel that if we are to make efficient time on this, perhaps we should follow them.
Yeah. Would you please make... Pardon, Sherry?
That would be smart to follow the
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yes. Could you please make a survival check for me? Now, to do
Yep.
that, roll a 20-sided dice and add your
Yep.
survival skill to it.
Okay. Is that... Okay, found it. So that would be +4 to whatever I roll?
That's correct.
Okay. 13.
That's good enough.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Would you like to explain that these llamas are quite well trained and will not wander off unless herded by someone?
Okay. With the llamas, though, they wouldn't just wander off. They would have to be had someone make them go, something
Well,
like that.
in that case, as we have not found any tracks left by our enemy, this is the best lead we have. I smile at her and I say, perhaps bringing you along wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Okay. And with that, do you just follow the tracks now?
Seems to be the
Okay.
best lead we have.
Okay. You follow the track east. For roughly 12 miles, an hour or two passes. Oh, pardon me. An hour or two passes, and you're being careful, but you are following the tracks at quite a fast pace, as they have had quite a lead on you. But as you're traveling through the fields, you start to get into more rugged region, where there's more plateaus and big boulders and such.
Which is no problem for me.
And that being said, it is Namia who first sees the fire smoke coming out of a group of boulders
Smoking boulders.
just ahead of you.
Guys, look, smoke coming out of boulders. Would that be a camp?
It could be.
Could be. What kind of check would we need to do to determine what it is?
Well, you could try to stealth up and listen, or you could try to climb the big boulders that the smoke seems to be coming from, or you could scout around looking for an entrance.
Do we want to just send one scout at the moment?
I would be happy to scout, although that being said, I could easily make it that more of us could scout if need be.
Well, I would like to be stealthy in either case, because I'm a bit cautious after my recent experience.
That's okay, I can actually help out with that one. Well, I know that myself and Ravain are quite steady, but I have been working here, doing my meditation. I have been able to work on some more of my master's teachings, if you would allow me to help.
Very well.
Basically, close my eyes for a minute, put my hands together, and I'm going to use my Shadow Arts ability, which is a lovely new thing I get from the Way of Shadow, which is I spend 2 of my key points to either cast Darkness, Dark Vision, Silence, or in this case, Pass Without Trace, without any material component. So, Pass Without Trace is a second level spell, lasts for up to an hour, and it basically has a veil of shadow and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including myself, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. The creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or any other traces of its passage. I basically passed that one out to everyone.
Fair enough.
For the next hour, everyone has a +10 to any stealth checks they make.
Ah, well.
+10.
Yes.
Yes.
In that
quite a
case,
spell.
I've made 22 on my stealth check.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, allow me to roll and see what I get just for a laugh.
So everybody who would like to try and sneak up, do a stealth check.
Let's
Shari.
see. You're gonna love this, Remi.
Did you nat one?
I got 33. Alright, 35. It was 18 plus 7.
wow.
35.
27.
Okay, so Shari, will you be going with them?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a 20-sided die and add your stealth modifier. Do you have a stealth modifier? Yep.
Good.
And then plus 10.
32.
Oh! Wow, okay.
That was the learning.
I'm going to roll for Amber, just to ruin this parade. That one. That's okay, it was a group pass anyway.
Yep.
But she got a 10, because she has
Wow.
-1 to dexterity.
-1. Joy. Maybe she could just sit and stay with... No,
Okay,
yeah.
I will bring up the correct map,
Right.
and I will bring in your tokens.
Well, great. I'm already rolling 30s on rolls. This is great.
You are broken.
No.
Not as broken as you could be, but you are.
No, I could get worse. Don't tempt me.
Okay, so you've all made it this close. Where would you like to go? We'll start with. We will start with Stumbles first.
Can we
zoom out just a sec? Yep.
Yes, that would help.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Can you see all of it clearly?
Ah, I see someone's
Yeah.
been using
Yes.
Incarnate.
Yes. Incarnate has been very useful lately.
Well, I do have some very lovely stealth to work with, though. I might try and climb up just on top of the nearest rock wall that's in front of us and just perch up there to have a look down.
Okay, so you would like to perch up here?
Yes.
Okay, you immediately see I will zoom in so that we can all see the numbers.
Oh,
You
good
see
lord.
4 cultists and 8 kobolds arranged around a fire.
Interesting.
Would you like to do a perception check to see what you can see about the campsite?
Yes, I would.
Okay, please roll perception.
5. That's gonna be an 18.
18.
Yes.
You see that the kobolds and the cultists are not looking happy with each other. You hear them arguing with each other over food, and they seem to be cooking some not swamp hens, prairie chickens, which are just large birds that live on the plains. You also see that the cultists do not actually have their weapons on them at the moment. They're actually leaning against the rock walls nearest to them.
Ooh.
But the kobolds do have their weapons on them.
Makes sense. I will take out the sending stone that Ravain gave me and quietly relay that back to the rest of the group.
Okay, as you're now going to be talking, could you please roll another stealth for me?
Okay.
No, roll.
That's going to be a 33.
Oh, I don't even know why I bothered. Okay, what do you say to Ravain?
Basically, just the number of enemies current situation, the fact that half of them are not currently armed, which I'm sure he would be very happy to hear. Do I notice anything in regards to, like, llamas or anything else?
No, here there is no signs of llamas.
No leader of this particular group?
There doesn't seem to be a leader. These guys seem to be just stragglers, people that didn't keep up with the main group, or who may have stayed back looting a little bit longer. You do notice that the kobolds... Yeah, pardon, sorry?
So this isn't like the main camp we were after, this is just their...
No, this is just a group that have stopped to have breakfast or lunch, an early lunch, after a long night. You do notice that the kobolds have loot bags close by to them. Not massive loot bags, like just small Hessian sacks, basically. The cultists, however, do not have any loot bags around them.
Okay. So again, quietly relay the rest of that back to the group. What do we wish to do with this particular group? This is not the main adversaries we are tracking, but...
I draw my scimitar of fake death, and before Stumbles finishes sending his message, I simply pull out my own sending stone and reply, "What else? We take advantage of it and kill them all."
You know, I probably should have seen this coming, but okay.
Okay, now, combat has not started.
No.
I will move on now. Stumbles, you will stay there. I'll ask you what you want to do after everyone else is situated.
Yes.
What would everyone else like to do? You do know that there is an opening down here, Stumbles. You tell them that there is an opening down here, but the rest is surrounded by 15-foot high boulders.
Yes, that everyone else would
that's
probably
not
have
super
difficulty
high.
climbing.
No, yeah, it's not super high. That's
Yeah.
why Stumbles can climb it easily.
I would like
Well,
to
I
climb up
climb
next to
speed,
Stumbles.
Okay, so you would like to climb up next to Stumbles?
Yes.
Okay,
Make an acrobatics check.
yes, these are sheer cliffs, so you will need to
Very
make
well. Alright, I have to make it with physical dice, because if I go into Milo's lucky dice, I'll get out of the map, so...
Yes, fair enough.
That's where I pop out my player.
Oh, that's a good idea, Kitty. But that'll, screw up with OBS, because it's not set up for that at the moment.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Okay, and that will be a 23.
Oh, that easily makes it up. Yep, make it up. You're next to Stumbles. No one has noticed you as you're still using your old stealth rolls. Namia, what would you like to do?
Do I have time to go around and hide at the entrance?
Yes, none of the enemies have seen you, so
Alright. I
as
was
far as they
gonna
know, nothing's happening.
I was gonna climb up and go for an aerial attack, but I'll go to the entrance to flank them.
In case they try to bolt.
You will, however, need to go here so that the cultists do not see you.
Okay.
That's about as close as you can get. Oh, no, actually, no, you got really good stealth. So, would you like to be here, or would you like to be over this side?
Over the other side, yeah.
So, I would say about here.
Sweet.
Yep. Amber follows you, but stays on the other side. Now, Thea, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Can I go right by the entrance?
Pardon, sorry?
To help get better. Could I wait at the entrance as well?
At
We're
the
next
entrance
to
as well?
Namia, yes.
Yes. Namia or Amber?
Probably Amber.
Amber, okay, so over this side. Let's say you can be there and not be seen.
Please.
Yep. Okay. Now, Stumbles, would you like to move?
Can I climb down without being spotted, or is this
Yep.
something that...
Down into there?
Yeah. Does that require another stealth check?
No, I would say that they would actually see you as it is well lit with the campfire.
I'd jump from
fair
above.
Yes, as stealthy as you might be, there is very little shadows in here as there is it is now getting to midday and there is a large bonfire, a large fire.
Yep, no, fair enough. Just thought I'd check to make sure. Alright, well, in that case, I'll simply just pull my bow out and prepare to go.
Yeah. So from where you are?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay. Could everybody please roll initiative, and then we'll go down the initiative order for
Lovely.
surprise attacks.
Oh, shit. I nearly did it in
Right.
chat then.
Be 17 for stumble.
2 seconds. I need to get the
24.
So Stumble
Is
got
that
17.
20-sided dice?
That's
yes, the
right,
20-sided
Shari.
dice, yes.
And then you add your
Okay.
initiative score, which
Which, yeah.
Okay. So Stumble's got 17, was it?
Yes.
Ravane.
got 24, and that 20 on it.
Jeez. Okay. Namia.
13.
13. Okay. And Thea, how did you go?
I rolled a 4.
A
That'd
4,
be-
and you also have a +3 to initiative, so that is actually 7.
7, yes.
Yep. Okay, so unfortunately during this fight that is the lowest, but it is a surprise round. So you all get an attack first, and then the round actually starts. So I will go down the list of who goes in what order, and when I get to your turn I will let you know. So Ravane, what would you like to do first?
Alright, so first, I would like to leap down off the rock where I am on, right up to Kobold, the Kobold that's...
Sorry, I will zoom in so
Yep,
that you can
that's a
actually
good idea.
see what
Yes,
you're doing.
what numbers? Yep. So I'd like
can you
to leap down and run up to Kobold number 2.
Okay. So you leap down and run up to cohort number 2. I'll say you won't take any damage for that.
Yep. And I will cast Green Flame Blade. So as part of Green Flame Blade, I make a melee attack.
Yep.
And so let's
So
see.
roll for hit.
So it's a +6 on that. So that's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and I deal, let's see, get a d6 plus 4. That's 9 points of damage on the kobold. And additionally, I will cause a plume of green fire to leap from the kobold as I hit him. And it hits the cultist next to him and deals it deals 5 points of fire damage to him. Damage equal to my spellcasting ability modifier. Sorry, that will be 3 points of damage.
Okay. You kill kobold number 2 quite easily. In fact, it's a little bit overkill. And cultist number 2 takes a decent hit with fire across the chest.
And that is my turn done.
Okay. That then is Amber, who is down here.
You must have done well.
She moves forward. Her 25 feet of movement. She's now under the tree. And she... 5, 10, 15, 20... Yeah, damn. Let me get up her sheet, as I only just made it last night. And she immediately casts Words of Radiance, a cantrip Where was it? Utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts. Oh, range 5 feet. Don't worry, I had that wrong.
Does she have a crossbow or something?
She casts Guiding Bolt instead. At first level spell.
Always a good one.
And by the way, my mage armor is not active. I currently have an AC of 14.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. So, a flash of light streaks towards the creature, your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your turn has advantage. So she's going to attack cultist number 3. And she definitely hits. And already proving herself a little bit better than Linan, honestly.
Aww.
Don't jinx it.
And the bolt enters the cultist's body and he just explodes with a scream. As she did twice his amount of health in damage.
Good
that was
Lord.
a little bit of overkill.
I think it's pretty much a fitting kill for our team at this point.
And with that, it is now Stumble's turn. And I'll scroll up to Stumbles.
Okay.
There we
Thank
go.
you. I might actually put my bow away and go for my usual option. I would like to take my sword and drop down on top of Kobold number 1, if I can.
Okay, you will drop
Pretty much
down.
just that creep style, just drop down from on top of the cliff at him.
Yep. Okay, roll to hit.
That's going to be a... It's been a while since I've attacked using stumbles. 17 to hit.
That is a hit for a kobold, yes.
Yeah. Feeling it would, but we like to check. And that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Yes.
Yes,
believe it or not,
particular.
kobold number 1 is dead.
Okay, and do I still have some movement left? I think I might.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yep.
Wonderful. In that case, I'd like to run up to cultist number 1 and go for a nice unhanded strike.
Okay.
Or unarmed strike.
Roll to hit.
That's going to be a... I can't remember. For unhinged strikes, that's just D20 plus proficiency, nothing else. I know I feel like I ask this every time.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Oh no, it says I can use strength or dexterity for
Yeah,
these, so
strength or
that's gonna
dex
be
plus proficiency.
22. Yeah, it's gonna be 22. Either way, definitely. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's definitely a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and that's gonna do 7 points of damage for that one.
You hit this man in the chest and deal a very large amount of damage to him, but he still manages to stay upright.
Oh.
It is now Narmia's turn.
Okay.
I'll go down to Narmia. There you go.
Alright. Am I able to charge that kobold that's close by?
35 feet? Is
35.
that how far you
No, I've only got 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can make it.
Alright, I'm gonna run at him with my axe
Yep.
and hit him with my axe.
Yep. Roll to hit.
So 16 plus 7.
That definitely hits. Yep.
1d8. Plus 5. So 7 all up.
You kill this kobold quite easily before he even knows what's happening.
Awesome. I only have one move, don't I?
Yes, it's at the 5th level that you get an extra attack. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless I
Okay.
use my action.
Oh, yes.
But that's right.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Thea, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I don't know.
Do you have the map open?
Yeah, that's the map.
Yeah.
I'd recommend going in there after cultist number 4, since he seems to be on his own.
So, what you can do is you can move 45 feet to this square here, and then you could try throwing a dart at him.
She does have a short bow as
Or
well.
you could use the short
yes.
bow. Yes.
Yeah.
So you would like to...
So, would you like to get the bow option?
I might use the short bow.
Yep, no problem. So you move up to here. And
Yeah.
you would like to hit with a short bow. Okay, so roll the 20-sided die. And add...
+5, I believe, for her.
Yes. A short bow, yes, will be +5.
Okay. What I rolled +5 is 24.
Ooh, that's definitely going to be a hit.
Critical. Yep, so now roll your damage, and I believe a short bow is a D6.
That's correct, plus Dex modifier.
Yeah, so D6 plus 3 for you.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay.
5 plus 3? Or total?
Adding
Okay.
everything up.
Okay. So you shoot at the cultist. This person over here, or would you like to shoot at one of these guys? Because either way, that attack hit.
Maybe the person in the corner.
Ah, yes,
Okay.
so cultist
So-
4.
Yes, cultist
Yeah,
number
that
4. Yes. You fire your short bow.
That'll
and the-
give us more of a chance to win it.
That's a good idea.
True. So, yes, you hit the cultist and the arrow sticks out of his chest, but he is still alive, unfortunately. But you did do a decent amount of damage to him. Okay. So, that is the end of the surprise round.
Now, the normal round.
It is now Ravain's normal round.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that would not be a... okay. I want to move right up in front of cultist number 2. And I hold out my hands and I cast Thunder Wave, hitting cultist 2 and kobold 7. Both of them must make con saves, please. And the DC for that is going to be 13.
Constitution, okie dokie. They both fail miserably.
Okay, they both take 10 points of damage.
Oh, no. That's just 2 for 1 combo right there.
You kill both of those enemies.
And then I will use my bonus action to draw my second scimitar, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, no problem. And with that, it is now the kobold's turn. And I just want to make sure if I've got the right amount still left on my sheet. Yep. Kobold number 3 is going to run at Ravain and try to hit Ravain. And what is your AC at the moment?
14
still?
currently, yes.
I actually get to hit him now.
That is a hit.
Ooh, ouch. How much am I taking?
No.
4 points of damage.
4, not bad. And I've drawn my second scimitar, so I can't cast shield. So I'm taking that 4, and I'm going down to 16. Wait, no, 17. 17.
Yep. Good. Okay. Kobold number 4 runs forward a little bit and shoots his sling at Stumbles.
Oh no.
And what is your AC, Stumbles?
Constantly 18.
15 plus 4 is a 19, so he hits.
Well,
Just hit.
okay then.
Yeah, just hits, but he hits.
Wait, hold on a second. Was that a ranged weapon attack?
That was a ranged weapon attack. That was with
I would like to use my reaction to use my ability to deflect missile.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so you need... how does that work? You need to roll to try and...
I can deflect or catch the missile if I hit by a ranged weapon attack. When I do so, the damage I take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8. If I reduce the damage to 0, I can catch the missile if it's small enough for me to hold in one hand, and I have at least one hand free, which I do. There's a whole other thing where saying if I can use a key point to basically catch it and throw it straight back, but I won't be doing that because I only have one key point left. So tell me what the damage is supposed to be, and I'll...
You don't even need to roll, because the damage was 6,
no?
and you've got a plus 8.
Ah!
You catch this...
Roll
rock.
up.
You catch this rock and just glare at the
Yeah. just the eye looks away from the cultist for half a second, just as a promise of what's coming next.
Kobold number 5 fires a sling at you as well.
Okay, that one I can't really do because I've already used my reaction.
That unfortunately.
That one I will take.
Kobold number 6 tries as well, and that one hits.
Okay. Oh. Brent's
That
just
one
taking
hit.
pot shots at the kitty cat.
And that's 6 damage.
Alrighty then. Fair enough. Yep.
Okay, that was all the kobolds. Now it is Amber's turn. And this time, instead of wasting another spell slot using a severely overpowered spell, for kobolds at least, or cultists, she pulls out her warhammer and shield, runs forward, and tries to whack the cultist. Cultist number 4. And that is definitely a hit. And that is 1d8 plus strength. Unfortunately, that is only 3 damage. Hitting the cultist, leaving cultist number 4 on death's door.
Ah, lovely. Thea could finish him off.
Stumbles, it is now your turn.
Alright, well let's finish off this cultist and then let me see if I can go play with that lovely kobold. That's going to be a not nat 20 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage with the sword.
Cultist number 1 goes down.
Okay. I would like to make my way over to kobold number 4 and lovingly give him back the rock he threw at me.
Push it into his forehead.
Something like that, yes. That's going to be a... I believe that's a 15 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
Okay, and how does 7 points of damage work for you?
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
That works quite well. That works exceptionally well against.
So basically, just take the rock you gave me and just pretty much just hit him over the head with it.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
time.
Now it is cultist number 4's turn. And he is going to try and hit Amber with his scimitar.
I was going to say, I don't believe he had any weapons. You said none of the cultists.
Oh,
had
right. No, he
weapons
actually
on them.
uses his first turn to grab his weapon off the ground next to him.
So he's basically on death's door going, right, now it's time to
Fumbling
defend
for his
my...
weapon.
Oh, crap.
And with that, it's actually Namia's turn.
Okie dokie. I will go for the closest kobold.
Okay.
I shall hit it with my axe.
Okay.
That is 18 plus 7.
Yeah, that hits.
10.
You flatten this kobold. Quite
He
efficiently.
is some jam. He is plum jam.
He is now jam and a pancake.
We can roast him on that fire there.
I was going to say, it's more of a squash than a rip, but yeah.
And with that, it is now Thea's turn.
Okay. How far can I move again?
You can move 45 feet, so 9 squares.
Okay. Can I attack the other one by the fire?
Ah,
Kobold
Kobold
number
5.
Yeah.
You would like to attack him? Okay, so you would like to move up to him and attack him with your short sword?
Okay.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
no, you're telling me. I'm just asking if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
So
do
you
it.
pull out your short sword as you run forward. Now, can you please make a roll to hit? So the 20-sided dice plus your +5 for a short sword.
Okay, I rolled a 13, and adding 5 would be 18.
That is a hit. Please roll your damage, and a short sword is 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah. I rolled a 6, and that would be 9.
Ah, he's down.
Excellent.
Yes, you get your first kill.
Yay!
And the kobold goes down. Congratulations.
That's for stealing my llamas.
They didn't steal the llamas.
For people who may have stolen
Guilt
the
by association.
Guilt by association. The penalty is death, always death.
And with that, it is now Ravain's turn again.
So I will start my turn off by using a bonus action to attack Kobold number 3 with my offhand scimitar.
Okay.
And I have rolled a... nat 20.
Oh, God.
So,
Okay. Roll
That-
damage.
so this is just a d6 with no modifier. That is 10 points of damage on him.
Oh, no.
That kobold dies as he never stood a chance.
And then with my normal action, I would like to cast Firebolt on the remaining cultist.
Okay. That's a roll to hit, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's going to be... It's a d20 plus 5. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
And
damage.
for damage, that is 4 points of damage.
This man goes down immediately.
If Amber's not too annoyed, you still a kill.
I shout out, "Thank you for the assist!"
It took 3 people to kill him.
Hey, good effort, good effort.
Next
leave it
chapter,
everybody.
definitely. Okay. That's the end of that combat. What would
Lovely.
you guys like to do?
There wasn't anything major importance that we could have found while we're here. I'm guessing we'll check the loot that the kobolds had on them.
Okay. It's very simple. You don't really need to roll anything for this. The kobolds had... Let me just find it. The kobolds each have a sack, and they contain looted items such as pewter candlesticks, a couple of silver serving dishes, a few religious carvings of Shantae taken from home shrines. Nothing actually worth any money.
Okay, so not any GP worth of trinkets?
No.
I mean,
I've still got
I suppose the
trinkets I need
people.
to sell.
Yeah, I feel like these guys would be happy if we brought it back to them, though.
I would
Just
like
the
to...
miscellaneous loot that you can carry with you. It doesn't weigh too much.
Yeah, we
Alright,
might
I'll
get
chuck it in
repaid
the
for
bag.
it. I would like to replace the melee weapon I burned on Green Flame Blade with one of the dropped ones, please.
No problem.
Do I need to carry any extra scimitars?
If you would like to search the cultists for loot other than the swords that have been left lying around the place, you will need to roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll roll one as long as I get to take the swords afterwards.
Oh, of course.
The swords you can take because they're laying on the
Yeah,
ground, leaning
but
up against the...
In case I find anything that Narnia will
yeah.
want, let's see. I investigate the bodies, and I roll a 16 on my investigate check.
Find 28 silver pieces among
What we're doing,
all of
silver.
the cultists. And that's the only thing of note, really.
Okay.
I shall take half of the dropped swords and leave the other half for Narnia.
Alright, so how many scimitars am I putting in my bag?
Well, there was 4, so 2.
2 each. Very well. Lovely.
So I have 5 in my bag if you run out.
Yep. Well, I've currently got, including the ones I just picked up, 11. So I think I'm fine.
Oh, just in case.
Yep.
Wow.
And what do we want to do with the silver?
Feel free to take it, Narnia.
Okay. May as well.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do in this makeshift camp, or would you just like to continue on your way?
Well,
Would anyone like a short rest?
yeah, I'll take a short rest.
Okay, so you guys would like to take a roughly half-hour short rest?
Yeah, I don't believe time's that of the essence, so I will spend one of my hit dice and go, luckily, up to near full health, 20 out of 21.
Might as well roll, see if I get anything back.
And I will get a spell slot back. Actually, before I restore my spell slot, I will cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I get to recover 2 spell slots, bringing me back up to full spell slots.
Yeah,
Okay.
Back to full health.
Stumbles is back to full. Okay. Okay, so anything else that you would like to do around here?
Namia's just been chatting with Amber.
Now, I only get key points back on a long rest, correct?
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the monk, you tell me.
Yeah, no, it's long rest, you get your key points.
Yeah. So
back.
it's been 5 minutes since I've
Yeah.
stumbled, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah, fair enough.
Makes sense.
I only get a limited amount of spell slots back when I short rest, but I'd only spent 2, so that was back to full spell slots for me.
There isn't
I'm going to
any...
close the screen.
Okay.
Already looted, and there's no real signs of anyone else or anything.
There is no pieces of intel or notes or anything to. They were just.
With your investigation, no, you didn't find anything of note. As far as you can tell, this was just a struggling group.
I might have another look as well.
You can if you wish.
I'll just rub my hands together over the fire and...
Yeah, it was just a straggling group who pretty well untrained and just...
Yeah.
Just rub my hands over the fire and say, I dare say this is a group that merely stopped for breakfast and unknowingly had a last supper.
Yeah, I like that.
You would. Okay, so Nami, are you making a check?
No, it's alright.
You're not? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you just keep following the trail?
Yep.
Hey. Keep following the trail.
Again? Sorry.
Would you like to stealth or?
I was asking if they wanted to, because they usually do.
Ah.
I believe past that trace is no longer...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, past that trace is out now. Well, actually, it's up to an hour. We only took half an hour of a break.
You only took half an hour, so it's only been about 35 minutes, roughly.
Yeah, stealth is fine for me. Everyone still gets +10. Stealth them up.
Fine.
Although, you have been walking... Sorry, no. You have walked for another hour. So...
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and...
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's my bad. That's my bad. But
And-
you walked for another hour.
And also, according to the wilderness rules, if you travel while stealth, you only travel half the distance, so...
Roll.
We could travel normally and then stealth once we...
Yeah,
see
once we
anything.
get close to anything.
Well, I was not aware of that. Thank you for enlightening me.
Well, yeah, I've had to memorize them when we get to Chol, so...
Yes.
Sorry, I needed to rephrase that. You will have travelled for over an hour by the time you get anywhere. Sorry.
Yeah, so...
You have
yeah.
travelled for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. We'll just travel normally, and we'll stealth if we see something.
Let's travel for another hour, hour and a half. And then you come across... you get roughly about 300, 400 yards away from what looks to be a ravine, but it's not quite a ravine. It's just... There's two raised sides along the path where this group has travelled through, and yeah. So there's a ravine in front of you, and the path goes through it.
This looks like a good spot for an ambush, I dare say.
What to do?
So the path leads down straight through the ravine with cliffs overhanging on both sides.
Yes.
I would like to stealth and try to walk around, and instead of walking into the ravine, I'd like to go up on top of one of the cliffs.
Okay. So you would like to stealth and walk up around the side, like circle around and come to the cliff.
Yes. Try to get the drop on anyone who may or may not be waiting there.
Okay. Would you like to go on the east side or the west side, as this runs slightly southward?
We'll go on the east.
On the east? Okay, I will bring up a screen so that you can actually see.
And that's a 20 on my stealth, by the way.
Okay.
And I put the wrong modifier. It was meant to be +6 there, but I put +4, but I still got a 20, so...
So this is the ravine.
There we go.
That one. So you use stealth with a 20.
Yep. Well, technically it'd be 22 if I use the correct modifier, but I'll...
Yeah. Fair enough. So you get to about here. Roll a perception check for me.
Now, this will be difficult because I don't have a wisdom modifier. Let us see. That's going to be a 16.
A 16. You don't see anything here.
Hmm.
I think the same on the other side of the ravine.
You would like to sneak up around this side?
Yeah.
Okay, roll the stealth.
And as I see Stumbles moving, I would just like to say with my sending stone that this side appears to be vacant.
That's a 25 for stealth.
Okay. I just want to say that these guys are not currently in the ravine. They're still 100, 200 yards
Just
back.
off screen, yeah.
So you rolled a 25. You come up. Roll a perception check for me.
That's a 15 for perception.
Okay, it seems quite clear on this side as well.
Okay, so I'll sit there and basically tell the ravine, seems clear on this side as well.
I want
With
to...
your perception, with both of your perceptions, though, you notice that down this end of the ravine, up on the level that you are, is actually quite unpassable. You would need to climb back down the cliff and head through the
ravine.
To get to the other side.
Before I do that, I'd like to creep to the edge of the cliff, as close as I can get to the edge, and just see if I can see anyone down in the ravine.
Okay, roll another stealth check for me.
Sure, that will be a 24.
Okay. You would like to go here and have a look down?
Yep.
Okay, roll a perception for me.
May I do it with advantage because of the high ground?
Yes, you're up the top, so yes,
Let's
do
see.
advantage.
Well, I think I needed that because first was 7, second was 15.
You do not see anyone hiding in the ravine.
Well, in that case, I will climb right down the side of the cliff and drop down into the ravine.
Into the ravine? Yep. Stumbles, what would you like to do? Or do you contact Stumbles or anything?
Yes, I as I climb, I just talk into my sending stone and I say, I can't see anyone waiting down below.
Stumbles, what do you do?
I'm going to try and mirror the same option just on the other side, just in case.
So, sneak to the edge, look down.
Yep.
And, yep, okay, so roll another stealth check, please. That's not what I wanted to do. How do I get that back?
It's only going to be a 15 on this one.
Okay. So you walk forward. Roll a perception check, please.
You said it was an advantage because I was looking down?
Yes, because you're looking down. If you're looking into the ravine, then yes, that is with advantage.
Alright, it's going to be a 20, not nat.
20, not nat. You do not see anyone in the ravine.
I don't like this.
Well, I might stay up just in case. I'll climb down when we get a little bit closer to the other end.
Okay.
I motion for the
Ravine.
others to come and join me in the ravine.
Okay. So where you are right now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready my weapons.
They join you in the ravine. Now, what would you all like to do? Would you all like to try and keep pace and just slowly walk your way down the ravine?
Yep.
Or you tell me what you're doing, I'm just asking.
Let's say we move normal pace, but cautiously, hands on weapons, and just stroll down the ravine while Stumbles accompanies us along the side of the cliff. And obviously, when he reaches the impassable point, he'll have to come down.
Yeah, I'll jump back down and join you guys then. Till then, I'll stay quietly up here.
So you're just staying quietly up there and walking along?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. You walk down and nothing happens. You get halfway through the ravine when all of a sudden, could everybody please make dexterity saving throws?
Okay, do I have proficiency in these? No I don't, but I do get a +4 to them. Nat 1.
It's going to be a 17 for stumbles.
17 for stumbles. Ravain, what did you get?
Nat 1.
Nat 1, okay.
Yeah. That's
Nadia?
bad.
13.
13. I need to do one for Amber. And Thea, could you please roll a 20... Oh, sorry?
I got a 16.
16. Ah, she's
Okay.
learning. Good, good.
Learning. And Amber got a 14, because she has -1
That'll do it.
and doesn't get proficiency in dexterity. Okay. Ravain, you will take 14 points of damage,
Oh, ouch.
and the rest of you please take 7 points of damage as the cultists push boulders. No, sorry, stumbles, you don't need to. You are up top.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot
Solid.
about that. You don't need to roll the dexterity. You passed anyway.
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
dun.
But everyone
Dun,
else
dun, dun.
takes 7, except for Ravain, who takes 14.
Yep.
As the cultists spring up and push boulders down the sides of the ravine into you. I will bring up the enemies, and then I will actually ask for your new health.
Well, I'm on
I don't
6.
take any damage from this.
Pardon, sorry?
To say, I don't take any damage.
No,
No,
you're
you
up
don't,
above.
'cause You're up top.
Oh, work for
Okay,
me.
I'm going to zoom in. Now, okay. Amber needs to take off 7, so that is 18. Namia, what are you on?
27.
27. Ravain,
6.
6. Ooh. Stumbles did not take any. And Thea, you took 7 damage.
I don't know.
So your health is 22.
And so she
You
took
took
7.
7 damage.
So 15.
So
Okay.
you take, so you're down to 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so make a note of that on your sheet, just so you know what health you're at. Okay, everyone please roll initiative.
Very well. Let us roll initiative, and that will be a +4.
16.
19.
19.
Ooh, nice.
Alright,
19 and 19.
I'll roll again, and I got
yep,
20. Nat 20 on the
okay.
second one. So 24
Okay,
all up.
so you will go in front of Thea. Hey, no, you don't, but I am sorry, I'll be right back because Missy just woke up and she's trying to eat my book.
Alright.
Don't eat the book!
How's everyone going?
Sitting here chilling on 6 health.
Yeah. Feel good about jumping back down now?
Nope. Should have stayed up there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come down and join.
Well,
Okay.
we didn't know there was anything at the time, so
Yeah,
there's not much you could do about it.
Yep, we thought it was safe.
The DC to see these guys was 20.
Oh,
But Stumbles
that's
only
why
got
we
a
didn't
20
see him.
in the ravine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we
That
didn't
is
see
why
him.
You guys did not see them.
I'll do it.
Okay, so in this encounter, there is 1 veteran,
Oh,
acolytes,
Bugger.
and 6 cultists. 6. Where's number 1?
that veteran. That veteran is CR3. He's a match for our whole party.
Yes.
That's only mildly terrifying. I don't like that.
Peek behind the screen. If you had taken one of the last people alive, they would have been able to tell you about the sneak attack,
Yeah, but we...
as they would have known about the rear guard.
Hmm.
Okay, so everybody gets a a surprise attack against them, except for Stumbles.
Oh,
So Stumbles, you get to act first.
okay.
As you rolled higher than any of the rest of them.
Where, pray tell, I regret asking, but where, pray tell, is this veteran of sorts?
Okay, so the veteran is the only person not numbered. I can zoom in
there he is.
I realise I'm a bit out. So the veteran
I'm going to say one, I'm not particularly thrilled with the fact that I'm surrounded, and two, the fact that I'm on the same side of the cliff as this guy does not make me happy.
The walls of the cliff, the ravine, are only 15 feet high, and they only count as rough terrain. So you can use your movement to get up or get down.
Good to know. Do I try and head straight for the big bad, or do I try and thin the herd a bit first? What is that next to the veteran?
The next to him is an acolyte. Due to your past experiences with them, you know that acolytes are healers of the cultists.
Well, in that case, then my first action is clear. Then I'm going to take out my short bow and I'm going to fire at the acolyte.
Okay, roll to hit the acolyte, please.
That's a 17.
That is definitely a hit on an acolyte.
Okay, and that's going to be 9 points of damage.
You just kill this man. Like, you perfectly end his life without any extra effort.
Thank God.
That man is dead.
Wonderful.
And that is your turn, isn't it? Because it's a... well, you can move, sorry, but...
I was going to say, technically, isn't the short bow count as a monk weapon or no?
I don't think
No,
it does.
a
It's only
monk
simple
weapon.
melee weapons.
Yeah, it's only simple melee.
Fair enough. In that case, I feel like the second it gets to the enemy's turn, I'm basically going to get jumped by all of these guys at once, aren't I? Probably. I might stay put where I am for now, just in case, though.
You could try hiding.
Can I actually do that? That was a rogue thing.
Way of Shadows, I believe you can, can't you?
I don't believe I read anything about that. No.
No. So you can't, because that would be an action because you're not a rogue.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, well, I might stay put for now and just see how we go.
Okay. And with that, it is the veteran's turn.
Mm.
And this is where that play comes to crap.
And yes, he runs towards Stumbles and makes a multi-attack with his longsword.
Boy.
And hits only once.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
It's a D8. And that's only 5 damage this time.
That's not nearly as terrifying as the last time somebody got hit with a bloody multi-attack.
Is that the end of his turn?
Ugh.
That is the end of... Yes, of the veteran's turn.
Okay, I think I can do as a reaction to him ending his turn, because I can see him. I want to invoke my rune of my stone rune.
Ooh.
And make him make a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't specify against what.
Stone rune, when a creature ends a turn within 30 feet of you.
Is he within 30 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, unfortunately.
Ah, damn it.
Sorry, but no, not this time. Also, this is surprise attack against you, so you wouldn't actually get a reaction.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Stumbles only got to go first because he was the only person not caught in the surprise attack.
Okay.
And with that, it is Acolyte number 2's turn. And he's over here. He wisely stays out of the fight for now. And just moves back behind the tree trunk.
You'd better run.
And with that, it is all the cultists' turn. And cultist number 1... Okay. He runs forward down the cliff side. Just close enough to swing at Amber. And misses. Horrible. Cultist number 4 runs up to hit Stumbles. And nat 1s.
Hey.
Cultist number 2 gets in position to run down at Ravane. And cultist number 5 and number 6 both run down the cliffside. And cultist number 3 does the same. And with that, that is the end of the surprise round. Ravane, it is now your turn.
Okay, so first I use a bonus action to begin my blade song, bringing my AC up to 20. I pirouette around, and then I hold out my hands and blast a thunder wave at cultists 5 and 6, and they need to pass a DC 13 Constitution save. Yes.
Both of them fail.
Okay, so that will be 5 points of damage to both of them.
Points to both. Okay. So that is 5 steps.
And then, before my turn ends, I would like to use my movement to run across the ravine, climb up the side of the western cliff next to cultist number 4.
How much movement do you have?
60 while in blade song.
Yes, you'll be able to do it. So there?
Should I make an acrobatics check to get up?
No, these are just rough terrain.
Okay, yep. Alright, I'm up.
Yep.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it is Thea's turn.
Okay. Would I be able to try and head up with Stumbles?
Yes, you would actually be able to make it next to Stumbles.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, please.
We can put you there, and that way you're not surrounded.
And we're flanking him then.
So then would you like to attack him with your short sword?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, please roll 2 d20s and take the higher one, and then add your modifier to it.
Well, I rolled a 20 for my first one.
Okay.
Well then, yep. No need to roll a second one in that case.
Okay, so roll your damage. So that's 1d6 plus 3, and then double it.
Okay, so I rolled a 4.
So that's 7, so that's 14 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you deal a decent hit to the veteran. He's still looking quite healthy, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, it is now Stumble's turn.
Okay, so we still have... So... Yeah, Remain's taking care of the cultist guy, so I will go and swing on this veteran.
Okay, roll to hit.
And do I get the advantage as well because of the flanking?
Yes.
Alright, that's a 23.
That hits.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage with the short sword.
Okay, so 11, yeah.
Yep. And then... you know what? Since this guy looks like he's going to be a pain in the ass, I'm actually going to go and flurry of blows this guy.
Okay, yep.
So I need to go twice.
I'm just reading flurry of blows.
It basically means I get to make 2 unarmed attacks instead of just 1.
Yes, okay, yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I rolled a 23 and a 19. Do both of those hit?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just roll both together and tell you what I got. Okay. Okay, that's going to be another 16 points of damage all up.
You deal a lot of damage to this guy. He is looking damaged. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do for now.
Okay, Namia, it is your turn.
I guess I'll go start taking care of the other side.
Okay.
I'll go for number 5.
Number 5. Sure. Do you want to be there or there?
Up higher.
There?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't exactly like... Okay, as a bonus action, I will invoke the Frost Rune
You're right back.
to increase my sturdiness for 10 minutes, gaining a +2 in all ability checks and saving throws
Okay.
that use strength or constitution.
Ability checks or saving throws, that does not count as attack rolls, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yep,
just
yep.
making sure that if I get hit, I'm not going to die.
No, yeah, fair enough.
And next, I will... I'll just hit number 5.
Okay, roll to hit then. Now would be a good time to mention that Namia has spec'd into the Rune Knight. Is it Rune? No, not Rune Knight. It's a...
Yeah, Rune Knight. Yeah,
It is Rune Knight?
that's the
Rune Knight
subclass.
Fighter.
Lovely.
Alright, so I got 21.
That's a hit.
Oh. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit this cultist, and actually that's the cultist that was already damaged.
Yes, they've both taken
And-
5.
Kill cultist number 5.
I softened them up before I left you.
I'm gonna action surge.
Action surge?
Yep.
Okay, well you still have movement, so...
Yeah, and go after number 6.
Okay, yep. Roll to hit.
So that is 18.
That's a hit.
And I got 5 again. Oh wait, not 5, sorry, 6.
That guy is dead. And that is the end of your turn, yes, because using the action surge is a bonus action. Okay. And with that is the veteran again. And
Here we
he's
go.
going to swing on... Is M2 back? Yeah.
Is
Okay, so yes, I don't feel bad about swinging at you again.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
both
with
know what we do.
disadvantage. So he has disadvantage because he is flanked. First attack misses. Second attack misses.
Excellent.
This guy is not proving to be much of a problem. Okay, it is now Acolyte 2's turn. He is going to cast Sacred Flame at Namia. Sacred Flame, I was using this so many times and then I've forgotten what it is.
yes, it's like Bulbs. No, Bulb's go-to thing is produce flame. So
No, Sacred Flame, not Produce Flame, sorry.
yeah.
No, but Linan's.
Oh yeah, Linan uses it. Yeah, because I was thinking, is that Bulb's go-to spell? No, Bulb's go-to spell is produce flame.
Okay, Namia, could you please make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Maybe. Yes. I only got 11.
Yes, that's failed. So you take 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Okay, and now it is all of the cultists' turns again. So 1 through 4. Cultist number 3 is going to try and get as close to the fight as he can, because he placed himself far too far away from the fight. Cultist number 1 is going to try and hit Amber. And her AC is 18. Cultist gets a +3, so he misses. Cultist number 2 is going to come down and try and hit Namia, whose AC is 20, and misses. Cultist number 4 is going to try and hit Ravain, but because Stumbles is fighting the veteran, he is not flanked. And still misses anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Thank you, Blade Song.
It is Amber's turn, and she is going to swing around and try to hit cultist number 1 with her Warhammer. I think that is a hit, which is a D8 bludgeoning, which is only 3 damage. 3 damage to cultist number 1. She hits, but she doesn't do much.
Now, she wouldn't happen to be an ancestor to a certain other dwarf who had a hard time hitting things at early levels.
No, definitely not.
I definitely asked if she had a crossbow earlier.
She does not have a crossbow. Actually, yes, she does have she doesn't like using the crossbow.
I can't imagine why. Lessons learned.
It is now Ravain's turn.
It is my turn. Okay. So I would like to pirouette around with my scimitar and attack cultist number 4 with it. And that will be a...
Yep, you can hit it's not with edge because someone's not edged.
It will be a nat 20 to hit him. And that will be 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you cut him in half. He's dead.
He's dead. And with that, I would like to move up right next to the top side of the veteran to flank him even further.
Up to here?
Yep. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Thea, your turn.
Okay. Can I continue to attack the one I did on my last turn?
Yes, you may continue to attack the veteran.
Yeah.
Please roll to hit.
Okay. 17.
That is just a hit. So please roll your damage.
Okay. 6.
Is that what we rolled on the dice?
Yeah.
So it's
And
going to
then
be
you
6
add-
plus your plus 3, I believe. Sorry.
Yeah, plus your dexterity. So yes, plus 3.
9.
So that's 9 damage. Yes. Nicely done. That's Okay. Now, would you perchance want to use any of your monk abilities, such as your flurry of blows?
Okay.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to write down that you've used one of your key points first off,
Okay.
and then you need to make 2 unarmed attacks. So that is a d20 plus 3
Okay.
twice.
17 again.
Yes, so that one hits, and then roll again.
Okay. 10.
Okay, so you only hit once, but that's okay, it's still a hit.
Yep.
And then that is a d4. What is it? D4 plus your dexterity?
Okay.
Yep, so roll a d4 and add plus 3 to it.
Wait, the D4 is the triangle one, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
Very good.
How do you roll that? Because it's going to end on a flat side and always point up. So which
So
Yes,
side-
the,
uh,
the number facing up.
Yeah, the number that's next to the point facing up is the one.
Oh, okay. 4.
So that's 4 plus 3, or was that 1 plus 3?
Oh, that was 4 and then plus 3.
So 7.
Ah, 7.
7.
Wow, that was nicely done.
I like these dice.
Wonderful. You can't keep them.
Can I continue to borrow them?
Depends.
The veteran is looking very hurt at the moment. He's just getting beat up. And with that, it is now. Oh, he's dead this turn. Stumbles, it's your turn.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's just lovely. I'm glad you have such faith in me.
Hey, look, I would rather he goes down this turn than stays alive.
Yeah, same here. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, just hits.
It's going to be 9 points with the short sword.
Yeah, okay, yep.
And then I will take my usual unarmed attack with my old hand. So that's going to be
With advantage as
17.
well. Oh, I forgot to do advantage for.
That's fine. I still
Yeah.
do on both attacks.
Yep.
And it's going to be only 6 points of damage on the
6
unarmed
points
attack.
of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's dead.
Now, Thea, I forgot you actually had advantage on your last attack roll. Could you please roll a d20 plus 3 again?
Okay.
We kill him.
15 plus 3 is 18.
Roll your
That's
damage,
okay.
please.
Okay. 4.
Plus 3?
Oh, 7.
You punch this man in the chest hard enough to stop his heart.
Ah,
He
Wow.
falls over dead.
we killed him. Good.
The
Wow.
training you've had in the town must have been very,
Yep.
very good.
This one personally took your llamas, so you...
Yes. He ordered the llamas be taken. Okay. Namia, it is now your turn.
Me?
Yes.
I will smack that cultist.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh shit. That fell. Okay. So I'll try to actually get it on the table. So that is 17 plus 7.
That hits. That definitely hits.
8.
Yeah, he is on death's door. You hurt him a lot.
Him be hurt.
Yep.
Alright, I think that's me done.
We will kill him next round.
That would have been the veteran's turn, but he is now dead. Now
Sure.
it's Acolyte number 2's turn. He runs forward and bends down just enough to cast Cure Wounds on cultist number 2.
No!
Mm.
If I could, I would grab him and pull him down.
And brings the cultist back up to full health.
How dare?
It is now the cultist's turn. Cultist 1 and 3 attack Amber with advantage because she is now flanked. And hit both times. Dealing 1d6. Oh god. 5 damage altogether.
Crying.
13 health. Cultist number 2 tries to hit Namia. And misses. Okay, it is now Amber's turn, and she tries to hit cultist number 1 with disadvantage because she's flanked. And fails miserably. It is now Ravain's turn.
Okay. I would like to move to the edge of the cliff. And hurl a firebolt at cultist number 3
Okay,
with
roll
advantage. So that will be, let us see here, 22 for my first roll and 9 for my second. So I hit him and he takes 8 points of fire damage.
Cultist number 1 is dead.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
And then, with the last embers of flame in my hands, I pull out a tobacco stick and just light it. And then end my turn.
Okay, Thea, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I move next to Amber and help her out?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll to hit, which is a d20 plus 5.
Yep. 18.
That hits.
Yep. And then adding 5 to that.
Yeah, so 23 definitely hits.
23.
Yep.
And then the 6-sided dice plus 3.
No, your short sword is a d20 plus 5.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not doing your unarmed flurry of blows.
Okay. Um,
1d6 plus 3, yep.
16 plus 5 is 21.
No, a d6 plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
4 plus 5 is 9.
You kill that cultist. He is dead.
Nice.
Amber thanks you. Stumbles.
Alright, we got 2 more left. I don't think I'd be able to get to them from where I am. Like, how far can I get with 40?
40.
40
40 would be to the bottom of the cliff.
Nah, in that case, I'm just going to pull up my short bow and go for the acolyte.
Okay, yep.
Hey, you know,
No,
priority target, go for the healer. And that's a nat 20.
Yep.
That's the 10. That's going to be 20 points of damage all up.
Yeah, he dead. He
You
very dead.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I can hit him again if it makes you feel better.
He dead. He very dead.
Wonderful. Well, that's all I can do this turn.
And then it is Namia's turn.
Me?
Yes.
I'll smack that that focus number 2.
Smack that bad guy. He's a bad guy.
That's not what I was gonna say.
But we'll take it.
Oh, I not one.
Oh no.
No,
And
down
with that,
one.
the cultist takes a swing at you.
No, how rude.
No.
And actually hits. Oh well.
Yeah.
And deals 7 points of damage to Namia.
Very well dare you, sir.
Okay, it is now Amber's turn, and she casts Naked Flame. He must make a dexterity, which unfortunately he passes, so she doesn't do anything. Now it's Ravain's turn.
Okay, let us
And
see.
quick recall.
I would like to shoot a firebolt from here at cultist number 2 with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Let us see how we do. 24 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
And he takes 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, he is on death's door.
And that's
Thea.
my turn done, yes.
Oh, looks like another hit kill for Thea.
Just the luck of the draw. Thea, what would you like to do?
I assume finish off the last guy.
Shari?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? It's your turn.
Can I finish up the last one?
You can definitely try.
Yeah. So I had a mouthful of Skittles.
Ah,
I was trying to chew faster.
Skittles. Skittles mean skills.
Okay, roll to hit, which is a d20 plus 5.
Okay. 15 plus 5 is 20.
That's a hit.
Nice. And then the 6-sided plus 5?
The 6-sided plus 5, yes.
Okay. 3 plus 5 is 8.
Yes, you do end this cultist. That is the end of combat. And, I did not mean to do that. Here we go. And with that, I am sorry, but I need to take a 2-minute break.
Ah, well,
Good.
we shall do a victory dance. Da 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 da.
I shall always be back. I'll be back.
Yay.
Dun 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 dun. Now you're dead, 'cause we killed you, we took you by surprise.
Well, technically,
We
they
just
took
have
us
Well,
by
technically
surprise.
they took us by surprise, yes.
That isn't nearly as fun.
Now you're dead, 'cause we killed you, we came and killed your guys.
That veteran had all the potential in the world to be terrifying.
He sure
but was
didn't.
Sadly,
Some-
whipped by a pair of monks.
Yep, I bet in the afterlife he's reevaluating his life choices.
Nice. So when's
Real-
that victory song coming out on CD?
I didn't get a word of that.
CD. Well, depends on when the record labels get in touch with us.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Is everyone still here, or did anyone
Yep.
else take a rest as well?
No, Kitty did,
jumped
but she'll
off.
be back.
Kitty jumped off briefly.
Okay, well... give her a minute and then keep going.
I would like to do an investigate check to search for anything of note on their bodies.
Okay, go ahead.
And that will be a... let me roll here. D20 plus... that will be a 4 with a nat 1. Thanks!
You can't find any
Yeah.
for anything that you find in this place.
Still just reveling in the aftermath
You
of the
can try as well,
destructions.
yes.
What does a 16 get me?
16 will get you. You see a lot of the uniforms are a little bit different to what the rest of the cultists you have seen wearing. These ones are more uniform in appearance. They're black with dragon symbols on them, but they're high-necked and hard leather, not robes. You also see that they all have slightly better weapons. Slightly better looked after weapons than what you've been finding.
What does the veteran have on him?
The veteran has a long sword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow on him. And his armor is actually splint armor.
That's heavy shit, isn't it?
Heavy armor, yes.
Yeah, it would be
Not
heavy.
That really matters. Not that it really matters. I can't wear any of it. But I'm pretty sure I know some people that might want to wear splint armor.
And
His
failing
splint
that,
armor-
it's worth a little bit of money.
That is true. That is
his
definitely
splint
true.
armor is a little bit damaged, though, from the beating that he took from you guys.
But I can't help if I had to punch him repeatedly in the chest. That just happens.
Denting the armor.
But
Yeah.
the
Just a-
outfits they're quite salvageable. So they could be used in future if you wanted to.
Question. There's a weird thing I'd like to do. Can I take the symbols off of each of their robes and use them as armbands? I want to try and collect stuff.
Good thinking,
Sure.
feline.
You make armbands out of their
That's pretty much, yeah, it's just
Cult of the Dragon insignia. Yep. You gain 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 armbands.
Neat. I will add that to. It's just gonna call them dragon cult trophies.
Yeah, pretty much. None of these guys had any money on them, or any valuables at all. These guys did not actually participate in the raid. They were the rear guard for the retreat.
Our enemies took precautions to ensure we wouldn't follow them. I would like to drink one of my potions of healing, by the way.
Yep.
And I've gained 9 health, so I'm up to 17.
I'm actually doing okay on health. They only really hit me once. That wasn't for a whole lot.
Namia actually got hit quite a bit.
Yes, she did.
Did.
That's the way
Does the short sword the veteran have anything special, or is it just a regular ass?
Just they're both regular swords.
I figured. I just like to check.
Yeah.
Oh, we still haven't even gotten to the camp yet. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, there were 6 scimitars, and 2 clubs from the acolytes.
Whoop. So we actually gonna have time to reach the camp today, or are we gonna have to call it? What time we...
We'll be calling it very soon, don't worry.
Yeah.
Mate, we should be finished at 5:30. I'll give... Oh, Kitty seems to be back.
Oh, Kitty is back.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So, you didn't find anything too useful, Kitty. It was just uniforms that could be used if you guys decided to actually take them.
However, Kitty, the veteran had splint mail.
With armbands.
Okay.
However, the veteran had some splint mail, Kitty, which is heavy armor if you want to...
What's the AC on it?
AC of splint mail is...
What does bloody say on here?
I'm looking it up
17.
in 5...
17.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That should be an increase for you, shouldn't it?
Yep.
Okay. I will say, because it was for a human, you will need to, before you can wear it, you will need to find a blacksmith who can enlarge it for you.
Yes.
It's
I have
relatively cheap.
I have missiles.
Oh, well, yeah, you could do it in the next, whenever you get a rest of this.
Yeah,
crazy,
enlarge
crazy
it yourself.
So, yeah, well, you take the splint armor then off this veteran warrior.
You'll have to repair the fist-sized dent in the front of it that Thea and Stumbles made.
So we kind of went to town on that one.
Okay, well, that's the end of that combat. I will close that window. So Dale can put up
the art is
thing.
back.
Yep, the art. Okay, well, do you guys continue on the path? Oh, Kitty, do you want to heal? Do you want to try and do a short rest, or do you want Amber to heal you? She has a fair few spell slots now, so...
I'll get her to... I'll get her
Yeah,
to heal me.
if she's at 3rd level, she'll have 4 spell slots like me.
Yes, there's 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s.
2 level 2s, yep. Same as what I've got.
She'll use a level 1 to heal you, which is 1d8 plus her spellcasting ability, which is, I believe, 3. Okay, so... Oh, pardon me. That is a 11. So you get 11 hit points back.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys head on now?
Yeah.
Did
We've
we take
got-
a short rest?
We didn't take a short rest.
Can if you like.
If you guys are okay with it.
I mean, I'll get a spell slot back, so I won't say no.
You feel like you might be able to go a little bit longer without needing to take a short rest.
Alright.
That's fair.
Trying to be nice.
I would like to, before we move on though, I would like to put on one of their uniforms.
Okay. Yep. You put on one of the less damaged uniforms. It is just leather armor. So
Yep.
I'd say it's like black leather armor, basically.
Black leather armor, very well. My mage armor will no longer be effective, but that's okay, because I'm only going to wear it temporarily.
Yep. Would anyone else like to take any of the leather armor?
Maybe not the leather armor, but did any of them... Did you mention any of them might have been robes?
The acolytes would have been wearing robes, yes.
Were they black?
They are the Dragon Cult acolyte robes, so they are.
Dang.
Yeah, so they're not
No,
the
they
black
are-
uniform.
The acolytes do not wear black.
Yeah.
Well, that's depressing.
Well, I've
They
got
can't wear
one.
armor?
I've got one, and if it comes down to it, I could pretend to be your captor or something.
Eh.
Fair enough. Okay, would
Yeah.
you guys like to move on then?
Yes, we shall move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to the end of the ravine, and could Thea do a survival check for me, please?
Okay.
So a D20 plus 4.
Okay. 11 plus 4
That's a
is
15.
15.
You see, you look at the ground just as a haphazard glance and notice that it is just full of llama tracks.
Yay!
And it veers off to the left after you leave the ravine. Do you tell the others and ask them to follow it?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys follow the tracks with Thea tracking the llamas. And after about 15 minutes, you come to a clearing where there is one kobold napping under a tree with all the llamas staked, like, with ropes staked to the ground so that they don't run away. Do you say anything to the kobold or make your presence known? Anybody?
Is he a cult member?
Well, you can assume he is.
Fantastic. I draw my short bow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's going to be a 18.
That's a hit.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
You pin this kobold to the tree that he's dozing against, and he does not move again.
Basically, just take my hand off my bow and go,
Okay, well, that's probably solved. Let's get the llamas. Also, those are llamas?
And, okay, you guys found the llamas.
hooray. We did it.
Oh.
We did it, guys. Mission successful.
Yay!
You guys get all the llamas, and could Namia and Thea make animal handling checks?
Yep.
I believe one of your runes gives you a
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah.
I have a +3 to animal handling.
Well, you can help as well.
Yeah, don't ask me. Ravane does not take kindly to animals. He does have a soft spot for cats, though.
I swear I saw this earlier.
18.
Okay, and Thea?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it on this.
Handling is up the top of the skills.
Okay. +2.
So roll a d20 plus 2.
Yep. 13 plus 2 is 15 again.
Yep. So Namia helps you, Namia and Stumbles helps
Yep.
you calm down the llamas, and once the llamas notice that it's you, their normal shepherd, they calm down quite quickly, and you tell the others that you'll be heading back to town and taking the llamas with you. And
Okay.
this is where you guys will part ways. So
Aw.
would you like to say that to them in your own words?
Okay, I want to thank you guys for helping me find the llamas. And it was really fun hanging out with you guys for a bit and helping you defeat a bunch of different people who crossed our path. So, yeah. I miss you guys.
I wink at her and I say, and you appear to be quite adept at killing cultists, so we shall part ways, at least for me, on good terms.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors.
You too, Stumbles.
Good luck, little one.
And
For context, I'm 8 foot tall, by the way.
Yes. Tower over all of us.
over to like nearly 3 meters tall. Okay, and so we shall end the session with you guys in the glade and Thea leading a herd of llamas back to town.
To the village.
To the village.
Nice.
And that is the end of the session. Next session, you will continue on to the camp.
Do we
see what you need to do there.
Do we get some inspiration?
Yes, you do. All of you do get inspiration.
Yeah.
This session. Thank you for reminding me, because I mean to give you inspiration and then I forget every time.
Yeah, I do it whenever you don't level up, so at least you get something.
Yes. Well, I do it with good role playing. And
Yeah.
Can I
Well,
do it?
I do it with good role playing. I just give out extra inspiration.
Can I
Okay.
go?
Let me say my name.
Yeah, I
Yep.
did.
You go.
Completely unrelated. Have you tried the Kiev? It's really good.
Okay. Before we start talking about food, goodbye, everybody. We hope you've had a wonderful New Year, and hopefully this year is a lot better for everybody. Please check out our Patreon. We have many good tiers there. 2 tiers of which will get you guest spots on these sessions.
Much like our friend Shari here.
Yes, much like Shari did. She paid the 3 months of the lower tier, or well, the lower tier was paid for her to have a session. And she got a guest spot.
Yes.
So there are many other wonderful, not prizes, perks of subscribing to our Patreon. Anybody else have anything to say?
Just thank you to Shari for joining us, and make sure everyone tunes in on Thursday for the return of our Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign.
Okay.
And bring your sense of adventure, because it's going to be a fun one. And so we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us next